enter studio.
The stream is live, it says. I'm looking on my phone. I don't know, is it?
Hello, Heidi. Thank you for greeting us. All the best results for your husband's.
Oh, there we are. We're good. Hi, everybody.
Dikan, Daila, Trika, Daila. Okay, Lisa, we are late because, as always, we posted everything yesterday, and the link today was not available for us. Cheryl was helping me.
We couldn't get into live stream.
We couldn't. Oh. I don't know what's with me, and technology is always playing games with me.
Well, here we are. I'm glad we figured it out.
I had my questions where they are. Thank you so much for everyone for coming, Merari, Heidi. All the best to you. Heidi just wrote me today that her husband was diagnosed with cancer, and she's monitoring us today. She wouldn't be able to be tomorrow, so I hope Katie will be able to take her role tomorrow if that's possible. For the live streaming, for monitoring. What is going on with me? I can't really say it.
But we're here.
We have here, and I have thousands of. I'm like Einstein's desk. Everything is here, but not the questions that I wrote for you.
Let's see. I'm looking at the feed.
I will have to improvise.
Okay.
Thank you. So I told Cheryl I will be so glad that I have you on my channel, because you are such an uplifter of souls. You are such a wonderful girl and person, and as psychic as well.
Well, thank you. I'm happy to be in your house with you again. And I think this will be good. I'm looking forward to it.
I must put this in some box. Oh, gosh. Tell me that I have so many those papers and questions. You start asking me questions, and by the time...
All right. I think what happened is you were so worried about whether the live stream was going to actually work.
That it didn't work.
Yeah, that everything else went out the window. So, okay, I'm looking at the stream. Please look. Oh, that's not for us. Okay. Now, what are we doing, Violetta? Are we, because I see that I've noticed there's some personal questions in the feed. Are we answering those? Are we looking at
those ones? We don't. We just want to stay with the questions for customers.
Okay. So if you want a personal reading, there's a way to get that with both Violetta and with me.
And with you.
And so just check, click the button under each of our videos under our channels, and you can find that information. So this is to answer the kinds of questions that I answer all the time on my channel and that Violetta does as well. So we're looking at politics, we're looking at culture, we're looking at what's going on in the world. So those are the kinds of questions that you should feel free to put in the chat.
I was going through the
Okay, here's one.
Books to find that.
All right, that's okay. They'll come in. So here's one. Frankie Nelson is asking, would the DOJ or FBI offer a quid pro quo to Maxwell, a new identity under the Witness Protection Program? So so I guess the bottom line, quid pro quo, here's the thing about quid pro quo. Quid pro quo.
My back, I will scratch yours.
Exactly. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. And I talked about this on my channel yesterday. Listen, no matter what she does to scratch his back, you know it's the forked tongue of the liar who's talking, because you know that it's a quid pro quo. So who cares? The question really is whether she will be put in the witness protection program. I guess that's the question. So I'm just gonna look. I'll pull 3 cards. If I need more, I'll pull more. I think that could be an option, because we have the bear. That's my card for the narcissist in chief. The stork, which is improvement for whom? For her. I suspect that will be discussed. Witness protection program for her. Yes.
And I see a guard. So they will have to give her protection, because guard is symbol of protection. To me, bear in native culture is protection as well, the cloth of bear. You know, so sometimes the native people will have the ring with the cloth of bear. So that's what it is. And they will be giving her protection. But in that prison, those ladies will be disgusted with her. She will be coming to the
I think I agree with you. I saw what you had said on this. She was probably, protection-wise, she was probably better off in the prison in Florida, just because there's more protection. I think that the witness protection program, of course, would mean she would be freed, sent to someplace, God knows where, with a new identity. I think that idea will be floated. I don't think she will like that idea. I think what she wants will be to be extradited to France. And I think that could happen. I think she could be extradited to France.
Why France? She's from
Because
India.
she has property there. She may even have some kind of citizenship in France.
Because I know she was born, I think, in England. Her father was Czech, from Czechoslovakia.
I know, but I think she has some kind of
even some connection with Israel, because Epstein had the Israeli passport. We don't know what kind of passport she had, so she can be all over the world.
That's right, and that's what she wants. She wants to be able to be free, to be over the world, around the world. The thing about the witness protection program is we pay for that. The United States citizens pay for that. I mean, he will pay a price, no matter how he helps her, and I think he will want to help her. He will pay a price for that.
And no matter how they are covering this, the smell will be coming from under. You can't paint the pool.
No,
you have
lipstick on a pig. Okay, here's one. This is from Delilah, and the question is, do you see the U.S. still divided in the near future? I don't need cards for that. Let me tell you something. We are living in the middle of what we could call easily a cold civil war. Mm-hmm. I don't think that will end anytime soon. So the question, I don't think soon is a great word to use. Will it end? I think we can look at that. Will we be divided forever?
3 cards.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I have the young woman, again, the stork, and I have the letter. So here's the thing. I think that we will, in the end, decide to be a kinder, gentler, more improved nation, and that will require a rewriting of some of our documents, because
in a constitution, maybe.
Yeah, I think there may have to be a new constitution.
They will have to say no kings.
Exactly.
And the Supreme Court will not have the rights to put him as above the law.
Exactly. A lot will have to change, but this is very far away. I'm going to say I'm 69. I just turned 69. I don't know that I will
Say because
Thank
you
you.
are Leo, and
Leo.
mine is coming. And
Oh, good. Are you Leo also?
I'm 8 of 8.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, happy birthday coming. I don't think that I will see this great reunion, if we could
Yeah,
call
but
it, in my lifetime.
the peace is coming. And I saw a symbol of sick person in a bed. So it's like illness. It can only way end up 2 ways: death or being sick forever. And they have to find the medicine for that sickness.
You know what? The Bible, and I'm not really a Bible-y person, but Jesus was walking in a town, the town of Bethesda, and a guy stops him. The guy is on the ground, and the guy can't walk. And the guy says to Jesus, "Master, heal me." And Jesus looks him up and down and says to him, "Do you want to be healed? Do you want to be healed?" The guy says, "Yes." And then Jesus says, "Then take up your bed and walk." The country has yet to decide whether they want to be healed. That's why we're divided, because fully a third of the country, loves you know who.
Yeah, they will have to make the decision. The cards are saying closing one paragraph, opening a new. I said there are only 2 ways getting out of the sickness in the back. Well, we don't have Jesus around us to cure us. It's through the death, which is one paragraph closed, another open. And eventually people will celebrate the victory.
I agree.
But I have a question for you. How long you think people will put up that disorder, that lowliness? Because there is no law.
There's no, I know. Well, I'm waiting for the great event. I'm waiting for someone to go to their new home in the sky. I think that will be the thing that turns the corner.
It would be, but before that, I think people will not put up with it.
People will get angry. Look, here's what we've got going on. We're in August. That means the next big buying season is back to school clothes, back to school supplies. When you go to the store and you can't afford that, you're going to say, wait a minute. Even if you're MAGA, wait a minute, I can't afford this. Then hard on the heels of that, Thanksgiving. You used to pay
Kids will be pushing the parents like crazy. I remember when my kids were going with me, I was taking one on a time because 2 of them were too much for me.
Sure. It's a lot.
And I was giving them, I said, that much you have a budget. We have to make sure that you end up in that budget.
Right.
But right now, the mom will say, okay, we have, I don't know, 500 for everything that you can spend, and there is not enough supply.
Not going to be enough. No.
And
then we have Thanksgiving, then Christmas.
Lower, so they want a guess or pounds or whatever. I don't think now they can afford that.
No, and this is what will make MAGA angry when they realize these tariffs are money that we are paying. I think that sentiment will turn against him. Listen, people say, oh, I voted for him because of prices.
He promised me. He's not delivering.
But I think there are a lot of other reasons, let me just say, why people voted for him. I think prices are a smokescreen, but they were hoping that prices would be like a side benefit. None of that's going to happen. None of that's going to happen. People will turn on him. This is stressful for him, not good for his health. I'm not mad about that. But I think we just have to wait. It's not going to be tomorrow or the day after that.
it will be something that it started to boil. And the pressure cooker, you can't leave for too long. I don't have any more the pressure cookers, but I remember I was using that long time ago, and I was afraid that if I will miss something, it will explode, so I get rid of that. But it is something that the town hall meeting is really showing us that MAGA is feeling it, and they are angry now, realizing that we told them what would happen, and it's happening already. God is in charge, not man. I don't know how you see that one.
I think that we are God's hands, we are God's mouth, we are God's feet. God works through us. That's what I think.
And people will be rebelling, no matter how religious they are and how much they believe that he's sent by God. The messenger from the God wouldn't have that many flaws.
Well,
Wouldn't be afraid that he's accused of being pedophile and use overtime.
Remember what they think. If we're talking about that group of religious people, they think they will acknowledge that he does bad stuff. I think that they think he's actually the Antichrist, that he is necessary, because when the Antichrist comes, that means Christ will have to come after that. That's what they tell themselves. Meanwhile, he's just an evil, bad guy. Entertainment purposes only, allegedly.
Do you see prices, Dalila? Do you see prices going down anytime soon?
No. Why would they go down? No.
When it's bad done, it's bad done, and nothing
prices are going to go up. They will be up during back to school time. They will be up during Thanksgiving. They will be up during Christmas. Prices are only going to go up.
That's what happened before when it was the COVID. They were asking, would the prices go down? Maybe eggs he was bringing from Europe, so they went down. But that's not true that they really went down.
Well, you know what? Speaking of COVID, something that we should look at is bird flu, H1N5, whatever, because, we're being told nothing, but there are backstage kind of ways to find out. And I've heard that bird flu is a thing. I mean, it's really starting to grow, which will create for us another difficult situation. Yeah. So I think it would be good. That's a good question to look at. Will bird flu...
Heidi Landenberg, thank you for your donation. And Kathy McLaughlin. And
okay, I got the snake, I got the moon, and I got clover. So this is very important. Snake, of course, is a problem. There is a problem coming. However, Robert Kennedy Jr. with the worm in his brain and his boss,
a tiny snake in his brain.
Snake in his brain. This is worm brain. This is the card in Lenormand. This is not like tarot. This is the card for reputation. So they want to give a good impression and make everybody think that everything's fine. Clover, happy, happy. The problem about clover is it's also the card for contagion spreading. Because so get your masks.
Free will everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
They are very helpful. Are you frozen?
No.
Moment. Yeah, there will be a lot of battles, a lot of fights, a lot of disarray, especially with the dragon on the ground. A lot of work will have to be done. And people eventually will go for the quieter time. But before that, they have to put the battle. You can't. And what I was saying, when I was young, in the 60s, I knew about USA, about the revolution, sexual revolution, and I thought, those ladies in USA, they are talking about sex. They are, and I thought, they are so brave, so different. And then when a girl came in from USA, I didn't talk with her. I just saw her on the bus and I checked her out. She had gold sandals, short pants, and I thought, American girl, young girl. So, it was... and she was walking. Actually, she came to visit my ex-boyfriend.
Oh,
that's okay. I was so impressed with her. I thought that's the freedom that they have. We don't have anything to say about anything, about politics, about our lifestyle. The big problem was for me to wear a mini.
mm-hmm.
One day, my mom came from being shopping in the downtown, and she came back, and I'm asking her, what are you doing? And she said, I'm sizing your skirts. You are wearing too long skirts. Mom, I can't wear a shop. Yes, after school you can wear.
Oh, good mom.
I couldn't believe it. I thought, oh boy, she is letting me. I couldn't wear mascara to school. And in USA, the girls were symbol of free thinking, allowing themselves to be free and outspoken. Outspoken is the word.
Yes, but here now, the intention on the part of the MAGA people, the Project 2025 people, is to turn that clock back and to make us like Poland in the 50s for women.
Oh, yes, because, they don't let the abortion, they took all the rights and so on. Well, in Poland, they took abortion as well.
They did. They're trying to make it more difficult for women to vote. If you change your name, if you get married and you change your name, it's now harder to vote, because if you need ID and you only have it in your married name, well, they want to know, well, where's the ID in your original name, and why do you have two different names? They're making it very difficult for women to vote in certain states. Okay.
And Dalila was asking if, she was asking about something. Thank you for posting that. Ladies, I had a dream on Sunday. Was a funeral with a big gold casket. Oh, I lost. So official, there was people was climbing. It says mass. Sadly, it's so two people dumping, and Dumpy and Biden. Well, they are in the age that it's possible.
Well, it's probable. I mean, eventually we all die.
Yeah,
we all die, and I will say that it's really unfortunate, and doesn't make me feel good as a human being to wake up every morning wishing for certain news, going to bed every night saying, God.
I'm not thinking about this. I'm thinking what it's meant to be, it will be.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he has a good health. And I don't think, I said he might have a stroke.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw his clog in his leg. And then a few days
later, they said the thing about the leg.
Yeah. So, it is something that it's possible, because he is in that age and he's eating really poorly.
It's not just possible, it is inevitable. It's inevitable, but we don't want to live our lives with that in the front of our heads, thinking that we will start to be able to breathe and be free once he's dead. We have to find ways to breathe and be free while he's still, walking the earth.
Yeah. What do you think about the prison in Alcatraz, the crocodile Alcatraz. What do you think? Will there anything will happen? Because some people are on strike.
Yes, I think people will get very sick because of the mosquitoes, because of the food,
The food.
because of the sanitation. People will get sick and people will die, and a lot of it will be covered up. But this is a concentration camp. That's what it is.
And it is, and some people are innocent. Most of those people are innocent.
Yes,
they did nothing. They are not sent to prison, and they are in a prison.
Right.
And then the prisoner who should be in a prison for what she did is sent to. Oh, you are frozen.
No, I'm here.
But it is freezing once in a while. So she is giving a treatment like prima ballerina.
She's in camp. Yeah.
Yeah.
She can play tennis.
She can do her nails, her
Computers.
nails. Tennis. Yeah, she will be in a good shape. But I think the girls will be booing her whenever she is, because you can see when people are boo, you can't even prove that they were booing.
Yep.
And she will feel very uncomfortable.
I think she'll feel very uncomfortable. But the thing about her is she's also an opportunist and a con artist. So I can see her, for example, sitting in a day room where they're allowed to be out and they're in a day room, and she's regaling people with stories about the rich and famous people that she knows. And there will be women in there who say, "Ooh, tell me more.
Yeah, tell me about this, about that, about."
Yeah, she's an opportunist, so she knows. She's like a cockroach. They say cockroaches are prehistoric animals. They were here long before we got here, and they'll be here long after human beings are extinct. She's like a cockroach. She knows how to maneuver.
And we were talking about mosquitoes. What do you think about the new type of mosquitoes coming from Africa?
Yeah, that's another thing. This is going to be the next plague, the next disease, I think. But let's look. All right, we're looking at the mosquitoes from Africa. So we got bird flu to worry about. We still always will have COVID to worry about. So I have the fox, again Clover, and then I have him. Now, again, Clover is doing the
orange guy, him. That's orange guy, the one, him.
This is him. Yeah, that's the orange guy. This is also kind of the orange guy, to tell you the truth. In the middle, though, first I want to talk about this. This is contagion. So this is illness spread by these mosquitoes, but it's also the happy dance, the happy message. Nothing to see here. Look at this guy. He is swimming around in mushrooms. He's high as a kite because he's telling people things that they want, watch the watch. Don't believe what you see, believe what I'm telling you. And here he is. So I think it's the same as it will be with bird flu. It will creep in, it will grow, it will spread, and he won't do anything about it because he'll say, you can't see me.
I had the impression in my mind, someone looking with the lunette. So we have to be, observing.
Yes.
In Red Deer, we are high in the cliff, well, not cliff, high in the 600, over 600 above the ground. We have very dry weather most of the time. This year it's wet, but most of the years we are very dry, and the season is short. So
right.
by September we can expect winter. Very often we have snow. So the mosquitoes might not reach us to that point. I didn't saw any mosquito this year yet.
No, that's good. But in a place like
but my
Florida,
son is living by the pond,
Yeah.
And they have thousands of mosquitoes.
Right. That's the thing. Where this Alcatraz place is, there's a lot of standing brackish water, and that's what mosquitoes are drawn to.
Yeah, I'm washing the bowls for the birds on my husband because we are giving them bathtubs, water for bathtubs and drinking. And yeah, you can't keep it for more than 1 week because the mosquitoes will multiply.
That's right.
We'll never let that to happen, but they will be watching in the watch everywhere probably. Yeah, especially when you will be going for rejuvenation, vacation time. Yeah, watch what is coming, and it will come with the ship sometimes.
Yeah,
and it will be multiplying even with our local mosquitoes. Maybe they will be able to create a
crossbreed. Yeah,
something like that possible because the marriage card.
Yeah.
So breeding, and I see someone with the lunette. Okay. How to protect ourselves from the new pandemic? Well, you have to watch the news in USA are not good.
They won't tell us in the USA, but there are other sites that you can find that
and the other countries will be verbal about that. So you have to go on internet and check for yourself. You have to watch by yourself to be equipped with some devices to watch it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you will be a victim. And to have those long sleeves and spraying the outside the clothes, because those sprayers are not that healthy for us as well.
Trini, Patsy, this is not a broadcast for personal readings. So apparently you've reposted several times. The reason that we're not answering that question is because we're not doing personal readings here. You can contact either one of us. Just go to our channels and you can find that out. But this is not that.
I'm citing Violetta.
Here's a question. Do you see the stock market crashing? And will housing become more affordable? Those are two very different questions. But
first, the stock market. I was touching
the stock market. Yeah,
I touched that subject already, but 3 cards.
We know that Trump has fired
the lady from the work
jobs thing. Yeah.
Who was announcing how the jobs are. He wants to manipulate the information. That's what he wants.
Let me say this. I have never done readings where I keep getting the same cards.
Spreading.
This one. Now, this one is the third one, but I mean, it's a little bit strange.
Because,
I think that this is one of the 3 cards in my system, Lenormand, that I call the happiness cards. There's a bouquet, there is a lily, and then there's clover. Clover's lovely, it's lucky and all of that. But the thing to remember about clover is it comes and it goes. It's smoke and mirrors. So he will tell you the market's fine. I am the deal maker. Countries are falling at my feet. And he will be taco. Trump always chickens out over and over and over and again. What will happen is the rest of the world is going to say, excuse me, we're getting off this merry-go-round. You do whatever you want to do, but we're going to trade with each other. And, good luck, America. That's what's going to happen. Will our markets crash? In here, I think they could, yes. We're already almost in a recession.
Well, he will not be telling us the truth. He will be in the power, but making decisions and sharing the money. Not yet, but it will be. I saw this, it will come. As long as he is in the power, it will be, and people don't trust him. He will be trying to manipulate the Wall Street. The information. Don't send me wrong information. I want to prove that I'm successful. oh boy, he is going to go after them. The power, the guy from who is standing up to Trump from the rates, national rate. He's the only one who is really standing up to him.
Yes. Oh, Powell, he's great. He's
Yeah.
great. The best one was when they were standing there with the hard hats, and so Trump is and Powell's going like this.
It is like, talking to your little grandchild.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he's giving him papers. The guy put the
Ridiculous.
What?
Yeah.
And he thought, what ass is that?
Right. I think that Powell is a national hero.
Yes,
I really do think he is.
I knew what you were thinking about.
Now, somebody has a question. This is a friend of mine, a card friend, who lives in the UK, Morrigan Witch, and she says, she watches both of us, and she said, I'm curious about Melania's long game. Short answer, Melania's long game is
money.
money. I mean, she's not a complicated person. She is a very connected to Epstein kind of person. I will say that.
Well, apparently that was the first time they had sex on the plane.
That's right. On his plane. That's right. But her long game is nothing sophisticated. She would like to live happily ever after, go to Europe on his dime, be the grieving widow for a minute, and then, find some other person and live happily ever after. I mean, I will look. But
I saw her a long time ago on a small island under palm with a new husband.
Yeah, okay. So she wants money, vicious money. She wants property. And guess what? You're not going to believe it.
Spreading more money.
She wants la vida dulce. The sweet life, the good life. That's what she wants.
She's taking chances to celebrate her life and improving her money. When she's spending and making, she is making deals with him. I will go for some event, but pay me for it. Captain McLaughlin question: will America be in recession by the end of this year? Time is not for us to
Time is not. Okay, the way that I always explain it, because I hear you say that all the time. Time's not for me. We are living in, the Greeks have two words for time: chronos and kairos. Chronos is what we live in. Time on the watch, time on the clock, time on the calendar, the way that we communicate, the way we understand time. But there's another kind of time called kairos. It's like the fullness of time. It includes time on the watch, time on the calendar, time on the clock, but it's also the past, present, and future, all time. And so when Violetta and I do our work, we're talking to you in chronos, right? For me, it's 10:49 a.m. because I'm in California. That's chronos. But what we do is we travel to kairos and we ask the questions that we ask.
Other destinations.
That's right. And then we bring the information here. But in any language, if you speak another language, as fluent as you may be, there's always something lost in translation. And in this kind of work, in the language between kairos and chronos, what's lost in translation tends to be timing. So it's inexact. It's inexact.
Okay.
The question was, were we going to be in recession
by the end of the year?
Yeah. So I have the bouquet, I have the letter, and I have the mountain. So this is sort of being happy, having enough, doing well, etc. But because of his policies, the economy will be stalled. And the same thing, and that's recession. The economy, yes, will be stalled by the end of the year.
I see someone knocking to the door and with some bad announcements. Like, a long time ago, it was by telegraph.
Yep.
I remember my mom acting when she lost her brother on a motorbike accident. I was a kid and I was 7, but I remember her screaming.
Because she got a telegram.
Yeah, and I see a guy bringing the message to the household because the house lady is opening the door. And so it is the bad news. People will be expecting, they are expecting right now, but they will be experiencing it.
Right.
With full emotions, full anger, full disarray. And I didn't look at the cards, but it looks worries about finances, a battle, unbelievable battle. And they would like to have someone new on the chair because they want someone young, aggressive, and positive that they can trust. Because the trust to a guy who wants to stay in the power, he doesn't want.
Well, but even though the people who realize that they made a mistake now, they want to say, well, okay, we get it now. So can we move on to the good part? No, we're going to have to go through this pain.
I will just answer.
We're going to have to go through this pain. And even though some of us.
Yes.
Hi, I'm looking to get an appointment with the lady.
Okay. Please call me in half an hour because I'm on the live stream on YouTube. I'm sorry.
Yes, I'm sorry. Bye-bye.
I'm waiting for a different phone. And I was turning off my phone before, but I had to put it on when I was calling to you.
Okay, here's a question. This is from Carol James. Do we see a hurricane or a severe storm hitting the Gulf of Mexico on the Florida coast or South Florida? She's concerned about the people in, Alcatraz, alligator Alcatraz. Will a bad storm, hit Florida? Listen, I was in Hurricane Sandy. This is a few years ago. I was by myself. I was already a widow. My daughter had sent her back off to college, so she was safe. And I'm minding my business. I lost power, and then all of a sudden I hear this crash, and a tree.
Where have you been? Which part of USA?
New Jersey, the New Jersey shore.
I thought that's California.
It was, I moved to California 3 years ago, but it was so bad. So, this is hurricane season. Hurricane season started in in June, and it goes all the way through the fall. So let's see if South Florida will be hit by a storm that hits
Alcatraz.
Yes.
3 cards.
So I have the whip, the young man, and the young woman. So the whip could easily be the storm. It's a whip. It's like winds that don't stop, rain that doesn't stop, going on and on and on and on.
Hurting, symbol of hurting, right?
Yes, pain. And people are going to want the country to respond the way the country used to respond in emergencies like this, to be strong, to be confident, to be hopeful. But that's not what's going to happen. FEMA who? FEMA what? That's what's going to happen. I do too also worry for those people in Alcatraz.
This card is coming today like your cards are coming. Both of them.
Yeah.
It will be a fight. I see both sides of Florida. I'm not saying that's only on east or west. It's both sides of Florida will be affected. I'm sorry. And, I have so many friends in Florida, especially Brooke is one of them. But I even saw that Mar-a-Lago will get hit.
Well, we can hope.
You are open. So there will be a battle. A lot of people will die. because the death card is showing up. So in this situation, we are talking about the disasters. So it will be, and the king as well might get hit. Do you see any attack on in our soil, such as like rockets and so on? Do you see any attacks on USA soil?
Oh, okay. I mean, it certainly would be a good time to do it because
he is not thinking about question for Erika.
so I, the bouquet, the star, and the woman. I mean, I just think that I'm going to say, as it's actually what I just said before I pulled the cards. It is an opportune time for an enemy that hates us to attack. It's opportune because we are weak. You know, we got Except, for God's sake, you know, as head of the military.
And Exit, I call him Exit.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think it's going to be right around the corner, but I do think that, yes.
What that middle card is, I don't remember
This
that.
This is the star. Now, you know, normally this is like the future, hope, etc. But it means to me that there are people planning something because it's an opportune time to plan something because we are weak. We have yin energy operating. You know, we're not strong, we're not powerful. It's just all talk.
You know, the guy is very impulsive and he has everywhere enemies. He don't know how to make friends. He knows how to make enemies with everyone. There is no country that really respects him.
No. All right, I'm just looking at the. Okay, here's a question from Crisscross. Will MAGA be a thing a decade from now? Or will they drop like flies by that time? Okay, a decade from now. Now, let's just remind ourselves, a decade from now, you know who will be 89, but he won't be 89 because he will not be in the land of the living. But let's see whether the movement will still be around. You know, it really is a cult movement. He is the figurehead for that cult. I'm not saying there won't be bad people. I'm not saying there's not going to be racists and misogynists and bad people, but the cult needs the cult leader. So, this is, again, okay, the bouquet, the bear, and the whip. I think that someone else will try very hard to take his place. They will say, I'm the heir apparent, whether it's his real son, who's a loser, but anyway, or not. And I think that this person will try to stir things up among MAGA. I don't think it's going to work, but I do think that someone will try.
I remember there was many years ago, and I was not paying that much attention to the politics that time, but there was some movement of militia.
Yeah.
I think it was in the West Coast.
Yeah, California, yeah.
Oh, it was in California,
Yes,
but they had a grouping of people who were against the government.
Right.
I see that coming because just pictures from the TV that they were existing.
Project 2025. But the thing is, Project 2025 and their agenda is not the same as MAGA.
No, and the MAGA people will be hurt by that project.
That's right.
Yeah, we have to wait another 3 years probably because the new king will be raised. And angel of justice, what he will put, he will receive. So he will try it to run MAGA because the MAGA will need the new leader. And a lot of those guys are now burning the hats. The red hats are burned on the sticks, and they are taking the signs from. You are frozen? No.
No, I'm here. I'm just looking at the question.
Because
this,
I'm sometimes so often losing the video, so I'm so afraid.
I get it. So somebody asked if, this is to Layla again, do we see Matt Gaetz returning to politics? Okay, so I have scales, clouds, and child. I'm going to say no. No.
And I saw a little baby as well. He might have a problems with Epstein. They will put him on a chopping list.
Yes.
He will be on a chopping list, so I don't think they will be. He will be interested in politics.
No, nobody trusts him. He's already been in trouble with the law. Remember, there was a young girl that he supposedly whatever. So yeah, no.
We have a baby here. Women are, and he will be outside of politics.
Yeah.
Sorry, he will be. Well, we have the same kind of answers even through the cards.
Yeah. Well, because we're
connected. We are connected.
All right. Let's see if there's anything else.
Epstein files is also in the hands of Putin. I feel it's coming out somehow. Oh.
What is?
Someone said that Trini Patsy said that Epstein files is also in the hands of Putin.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Putin. I think I see him. I see him like I see what's his name? Napoleon. Remember how Napoleon was exiled on Elba? Yes. I see him exiled.
And Elba, both places. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's a power broker, and I don't think 47 is afraid of him.
Not anymore, because now if they will show something about him, he will say it is AI. He is not going to be afraid of any more.
That's right.
Information about himself, because he will right away say it's AI. So he is covered that way. But I was going. Do you see USA and Canada united?
I hope we will be united again as friends, but we will never be one country, nor should we.
We shouldn't be, but can we?
Let's look. Let's see what the cards say. I mean, I know 47 wants to take over Canada.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He wants to take everything.
Okay, so I have the stars. This is again future, so not today. But I do think that it could be a fight. If he and Project 2025 have their way, then it will be a fight. But justice will prevail. Canada and United States are the best of friends, but they are two separate nations. And that's how it will stay.
To me, Epstein's story will be on his way, because I see a woman with the harp. And I said on my previous video, to me, it will be like impression of Epstein's story. People will be feeling, okay, I'm on the concert, I can fall asleep, too much, too long. And it's not exciting music. It's beautiful, but to me, when I was a teenager going to Philharmonia, that was kind of, and then I had to write comments about this. So this is symbol of that story will be going on forever. And the first card was actually King of Coins. He would like to take Canada as a distraction from Epstein, fulfilling his dreams, but it will end up tragically for him.
Right.
I don't think even American wants to attack Canada.
No. Nobody, we love Canada. No,
they were happy. We were bringing money. I was traveling so many times to USA, shopping there for antiques. Mm-hmm. That was our pleasure. But my husband even said, can you imagine in Montana shootings? People were so laid back. No one was doing anything to jeopardize.
I think that things will eventually calm down. We will be friends again. We have to. We share a border. You know, it's like conjoined twins. You know, they may want to fight, but in the end, they're the same. They share a body.
They say they usually share the same room and the clothes and everything.
Everything. So that's United States and Canada. We have to.
We didn't have
We will have our autonomy, but we will be together.
Yeah. 5 more minutes. So, do you have any?
Let's see.
The Patsy, Trini, Patsy, Violetta, and Linda G said that dumb people will be by women. Oh, everyone was saying that it's by women. And better discuss and reading. Thanks you so much, ladies. It could be Ghislaine, Ghislaine. My girlfriend was spelling her name the same way, and she was Ghislaine. And I'm always mixed up. Ghislaine Epstein, she might be the one who will destroy his reputation, because
I mean, I don't know.
Would like to paint him white, and the orange color will be rust will come out through the rusty orange will come out through the painted white.
Heidi has a question. Will Jack Smith be back with evidence? I will pull on this, but
you answered that before.
Well, I think if we are keeping up with things,
about that,
we know that, first of all, Jack Smith is on to other things.
In Europe, in that international
thing. Now, that's true. On the other hand, it's also true that 47 wants to charge him. So the cards that I have are the ship, the ring, and the coffin. And again, what was the question? The question was, will Jack Smith be back with evidence? Jack Smith has sailed across the Atlantic, and he is now in Europe. People are trying to drag him back in by saying he deserves to be prosecuted. That will end going nowhere. But if our hope has been, let me say this, I've said this on my channel, let me say it again. If our hope has been in Kamala Harris coming to save us, in Jack Smith riding in on a horse to save us, or Dark Brandon, Joe Biden and his sunglasses coming to save us, they're not coming to save us. They're not.
I'm sorry. I feel the same way. And I see Jack Smith with the shuffle. He probably has documents. He put them in a coffin. That's just impression. And he will have to dig them out, but he doesn't want to do it yet, because if he will dig them out, everything will be taken away from him.
Yeah, and destroyed.
Well, yeah, they are cooking the documents right now. Why Trump wanted over 1,000 FBI agents to work and remove his name from the files?
Yep.
It's cooking documents on a huge scale.
Right.
Yeah, Jack Smith still will be a leader, but outside of the border, because he's afraid to coming back. Symbol of being scared, afraid. So right now, but I see him with a shuffle. He has the documents hidden somewhere. That's a symbol, but it is something. Gary Folkris and you are frozen this time for sure. Oh no, okay.
No.
You are acting like mannequin. FBI agents say he was part of a forensic adult that shows Kamala Harris won 2024 election by the white margin. That's nothing.
He's that's a conspiracy theorist, by the way. It's what people want to hear. It's what people want to believe.
Yeah. So it is that we don't have a proof, and I'm not going to spread something that I don't have a proof from few different sources. I'm usually going on the safe side. If there is not enough proof that Epstein's niece was abused and drugged, I'm not going to talk about this because I don't have the information. And if she will be reliable, they will be talking about her.
That's right. That's right. I've been asked to look at both of those things too, and I've said no. Because people already are worked up enough. They're trying to grasp at straws, which is why conspiracy theories work. And, we're trying to be ethical here. So that's why we're not looking at those questions.
I love the comments, Heidi Lundenberg and Kathy McLaughlin. I love you more, Kathy is saying. I have such a wonderful community.
You do, you do.
Do you think that former CIA Gaetz is a conspiracy theorist, but yes, we need recipients.
I think that he has his theory, maybe he has his information, but as Violetta said, it is interesting that this has not been picked up by any news source, either legacy media or any of the new news sources that are popping up. It's not gathering any kind of traction, which makes me think that it's something that people are just grabbing hold of, but there's no receipts. So
yeah, we have to stay with the boundaries of what we believe it's legal to talk about.
Right.
Yeah, we are close to the end. Thank you so much, Erika.
Thank you for inviting me.
Pleasure. And
thank you to your viewers for all the great questions. Really appreciate it. And for their patience since we were a little bit slow getting on. But thank you so much.
Because everything was ready yesterday. Cheryl was working with me. She posted. And today I was not allowed to enter the live stream. And every day I'm on the live stream. Every day I'm on the live stream. It's like was something.
But it was, it was smart to say, can I send, if I ask me to send you the invitation that you sent me, and that's how we managed together.
And I thought, can Erika send us the invitation? And Cheryl said, yes, she can.
That was smart.
She was going to do from the scratches like yesterday, and we will never be on time. And it's, the new way of learning everything.
I know.
And for me, it is the black magic. YouTube.
I think everybody of our generation kind of feels a little bit like that. We're just trying to keep up.
I never liked it when I was learning in a hotel how to do the computer. The computer was huge. And somehow there was one mistake and I had to stay 24 hours.
I heard you tell that story. So I think that's left you with a scar and you don't like anything computer.
I'm afraid to touch any buttons.
Yeah.
And then in the morning again, I had to go and the shifts were 12 hours and you have to be on high heels and looking.
And I bet the room was cold, right? For the computer, had to be cold in there. In the room?
I was not going to that room too often.
You didn't go in the room? Okay.
It was hotel from 30s, and the mouse once make a big mess. She make a nest in the cables for her babies, and we were there was a mess on the computer. I was not in that moment dealing, but some other girls were panicking because they needed a specialist and he couldn't figure out where is the what is the problem.
Well, you still clearly have trauma from that. Delilah's asking me, what is the name of my channel? It's called In the Company of Cards.
Yeah.
and I read Lenormand there. So
Thank you so much. And we will be talking about you tomorrow with Cheryl. I have at 11 o'clock live stream with Cheryl, hopefully.
I watch as often as I can. I always try to go on there and say hi.
Thank you so much. And you are sending donations. My motto is don't check other psychics, because I'm so much like a sponge. I will take the information and they will be planted in my subconscious mind. And I don't want that.
I don't blame you. I don't watch many people, but I do watch you.
Thank you. That's a compliment for you, from you to me. Thank you so much. And take care of yourself.
Yes, you too. Thank you, everybody.
It's so great. You are such a positive person, which is, I wish to have a teacher like you.
Well, I loved my students. I loved teaching. It was a great career, and now I get to do it in another way, right?
Yeah, I was diagnosed in grade 1 by the end of the year that I don't know how to read.
Huh.
Because all the whole book I memorize. It was not easy for my memory to operate then. So I was always asking my mom, can you read for me that story? And she was reading, and I was repeating word by word. So my mom she was so proud of me that I know how to read.
So she didn't realize it until they diagnosed you, huh?
No one diagnosed me.
Ah.
No one ever knew that there is illness even like that. I diagnosed myself when I was hearing cheer.
Oh.
She said that she has dyslexia, and then she has problem with numbers, and that she has someone to read for her script, and then she's memorizing this. And I was so well known in school for knowing all the poems for every kid. And we had to speak poem.
Get to recite poetry, yeah.
Everyone had to speak once a year a poem in front of the school. So the kids were stressed out about that task. Oh my gosh. And to me, it was so much. Everyone was telling me, stay behind me. And when they were speaking, they were standing in front of the teacher. And the teacher had the words, but she was telling me, you stay behind the kid and you will be helping.
Oh, so if they forgot their line, you could tell them what it was.
Yeah, that was, everyone was my friend. I never had any bullies after me because everyone was so, I'm your friend. So it was a blessing, but as well, to this day, I have the letters are jumping on me.
Yeah, but you read in other ways, right?
I read people. I read
energy. Yeah.
I have to close my eyes to read. But it was the same thing with memorizing. I think I was, if I had to memorize something, I will close my eyes and I will say to my mom the whole thing with my eyes closed. And my brother, he was learning poems. I will read his poem 2 times, and then I was correcting him. And my mom, how could you learn so fast? And he is taking 2 days. It takes him 2 days to memorize this.
So you had one gift taken away, but another gift given.
Right? It is, and it's so. I love it. That one gift, I love it.
Yeah.
Because it was helping me, but it was scary when the teacher told my mom that I'm cheating, I'm not reading.
Yeah.
And it was painful because I knew I'm cheating. I knew from the beginning that something is wrong with me, but
you didn't know how to do it any other way, so it wasn't really cheating.
I felt very bad about myself. I thought everyone knows how to do it, and I'm stupid. You put yourself in the different bracket. You put a label on yourself, thinking, "Oh my gosh!" And even reading for people is stressful for me.
Yeah.
Because we have gifts and we don't have gifts, and I'm trying to find the one that I don't have.
Yeah. 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 Well, embrace the ones that you do. You have many. You have many.
Thank you
This
so
was
much.
so much fun. Thank you so much for inviting me, Violetta.
Thank
And
you.
thank you, everybody, for being so.
Erika, and we have to do it next time on your channel. So it's
Okay, we'll do it on my channel. Okay.
Thank you.
Take care, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.